So now let's go over the B section. First, I just want to talk about the third and fourth annotation here. The third annotation here says strum from the third string, and it's referring to this chord. What I mean is strum starting here and not here, like you would typically do with a normal chord. And then the fourth annotation is indicates a hammer-on. And a hammer-on is how you get notes to connect on the ukulele. It's similar to playing legato on piano. So instead of playing notes disconnected like this, the hammer-on allows you to connect the notes. You hear the difference? And to get that effect, what you want to do is pluck the note. So in this case, it's the second fret on the second string, and then quickly hammer on to the using your middle finger onto the third fret. Keep in mind that you want your fingers to be close to the fretboard, kind of hovering over it. You don't want them to be all the way out here because it takes you longer to get to the fretboard from here or from here. So keep them close. And don't forget about the open string. So I would practice that if you're not familiar with the hammer-on technique, so you get that down. So let's learn this section from the beginning. And in the beginning, you have this E minor chord here. Index finger second fret first string, middle finger third fret second string, ring finger fourth fret third string, like this. And for my plucking hand, I tend to use a finger for every string. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are also people who like to use the thumb for the first two strings. Like that. There's no right or wrong way to do it, so you just figure out what works best for you. So, okay, let's start here with the first measure. And it sounds like this. Notice here that I'm playing this chord here using similar to partialing a partial bar chord. I'm using my index finger to hold down the two frets, the second frets of these two middle strings. If you're not comfortable with that, you can also do use your index and your middle finger on the second frets like this. Also keep in mind that once you play this chord, you just leave it there because you're gonna need the second frets later on. So just a general tip when you're playing melodies on the ukulele is that when you don't have to move your fingers, that's great. Keep them where they are, and it's really just to be more efficient. And let's move on to the second measure. You put your index finger on the second fret of the first string. And then the third measure is exactly like the first measure. And in the fourth measure, we have this hammer-on that we talked about earlier. And we also have something a little bit different, and it's the rhythm. And it goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So practice that slowly so you get the hang of that. So all together, the B section sounds like this. So notice that when I first played it, the chord here got kind of muffled. So if you're using a partial bar chord like this, just make sure that you're not muting this string on the bottom. Make sure that the chord is coming out clearly. So that's all I had to say about the B section. If you have any questions, please let me know.